It has been a little while from the last game and stuff. We left on somewhat of a little bit of a cliffhanger of the big man himself showing up. Who would like to recap the last session for DM's inspiration? It is possible that you may even need it for tonight.
I can probably do that if everyone's okay with it.
Yep. Sure.
So, last time on Curse of Strahd, the lot was still upstairs in the third floor of the Burgomaster's house, with Viktor Vlahovic having been recently wrested away from whatever was controlling him. Izek had come in upstairs and had a big slash on him, and behind him was what we call the edgiest edgelord that ever edged, which is actually a mask wight. Asan managed to destroy the mirror that had something creepy and crazy coming through it at us. There's the edgelord. Asan used his water axe to knock it over and get rid of that thing there, yes. The mask wight tried to spew ichor on all of us, I think every time anybody tried to hit it. Denton got hit by it when he did the death blow, and is now skin and bones, basically, and went from, I think, 100 pounds to like 40, 45 pounds?
Yep.
Something like that. And his eyes are big pools of black with little pinpoints. Is that what, of brightness, or is it little pinpoints of darkness?
It almost looks like he doesn't have eyes.
Yeah.
And it's just pinpoints of light and stuff there. It looks like they're so sunken into them. If you shone a light into his eyes, you would see his actual eyes. They just sunk so far into his head.
Okay. And apparently he, at the moment, has 120 feet of dark vision from it. Tetra has tusks, which is funny.
Gross. It's gross.
It's funny.
It's gross.
Izek was aged another 15 more years by the mask wight. He's a fucking old man. Denton managed to kill the mask wight, and it left behind a creepy mask that we were able to identify as a very powerful item. Nobody put it on, though, because I am not in the habit of putting things on if I don't know what they do. Once we managed to get rid of the mask wight, we looked outside, and we were back in Vallaki. There was no more frozen void outside. And it seemed that it had been several days based on sort of the look of what outside and where people were doing and how things were looking. They had barricaded the house. We went downstairs and found a maid whose legs had been completely eaten off to the bone from the waist down, but there was no blood. We found Viktor Vlahovic's mom / Vargas's wife, with a bunch of servants, I believe it was, in the dining room. Petrovna Vlahovic, I believe, was the name, was turned into basically a mummy. She had been completely desiccated of any moisture in her body, and she was kind of sitting there. I don't think she had her eyes plucked out, but all the other servants appeared to have taken their own eyes out with their utensils and were eating them. We eventually saw Danica out through a window, and Nira was able to talk to her with awakened mind to find out what was going on. I believe it had been 5 days in Vallaki's time, only about 12 hours-ish in our time. They barricaded the house because things kept coming out of it. They sent guards in. I think we actually found those guards liquidated on the first floor. They tried to burn the house down. That didn't work because the torches kind of stopped in midair, like maybe 8 inches to a foot from the house, and were just kind of floating there even when we left. They saw our faces and profiles in the windows of the house, but that's about it. Otherwise, I think it was just blackness.
Correct.
Yes. Irina was apparently there as well, which we were quite excited for. So we went out with Danica. We ended up going to the Blue Water Inn, although then Irina asked Danica, I believe, to go back and deal with the house, and Irina came with us into the Blue Water Inn. It became very apparent to many people in the party that she was not acting like herself, and it was eventually revealed that it is not Irina, it is actually Lord Strahd von Zarovich, here to say hello again. He gave us a scroll of greater restoration. Nira has taken it and is going to use it on Izek. Don't try to stop her or we're going to roll initiative. That's all I'm going to say. And I think that's roughly where we were at. Aside from the fact that Tetra was freaking out about her good looks being gone from the tusks and Strahd reassuring her that she was quite lovely.
Okay. I know we're missing some players tonight, so take a moment. Get yourself... go ahead.
It sounds like... I think Spencer may have just said so, but he got called into work, unfortunately.
Okay. Take a moment. If you need to turn off your lights, get into D&D, get into the mood, go from there. I may even suggest perhaps you should turn up the volume a little bit, at least until Fred freaks out and starts playing a weird song. You're all inside of a warm, cozy, relaxing, sweet-smelling, and spiced hall. The smell of cooking foods, of leather, of old sour ale permeates this place. Spilled wine, cloves and spices of mulled and spiced wine, cinnamon, cooking fat. Out of all the places that you have been, this place may have been one of the most, well, home-like. Most of you have been to many places like this that always seem to have an air of genuine happiness about it compared to almost anywhere else in Barovia. And what Nira had said during the recap is correct. Strahd is sitting on one side of the room, watching the party. Watching and watching. You have had a few bits of conversation with him and the like. But, and this is a little bit out of character at this point, if you want to rehash anything with him, feel free to ask the same questions you may have already asked. And we will go over, as we have not been here for some time. Give me 30 seconds.
While the DM is doing that, I will actually add to the recap that Strahd was very interested in asking us where we had last left Irina. He was asking it while in her guise, as though she had lost her memory. She was kind of saying that she'd kind of wandered into town in a daze, but she had been given the scroll and told to sort of keep it in case it was needed. So for some reason, he's asking us, where's the last place we left her?
Then let us get into the game, unless somebody has questions to ask.
I don't know if I'm casting the scroll already, but if I do, does it take like 10 minutes?
Takes an action to cast, and the scroll is consumed. We'll get to that in a moment, though.
Okay, I thought the last time it was like in order to make sure it worked well, it took a little longer.
Nope, not with the scroll. Not this.
Okay.
Though perhaps reading over it may take 20 seconds or so the first time. But yes, to actually cast it, about 6 seconds.
We already looked and saw what it was, so.
Then let us start. Well. I've never been a real true actor. It is actually pleasing to see that I am not an inane. I'll but fool you all so easily. Pauses for a moment and looks over at Nira. His face flickers of shadows, deep reds and fine bits of silver lattice-work armor chain, a black razor sword sitting close to his side, a fur cape, traveling cloak and palace cape, and lined with the finest silk that actually looks to be spider silk. His eyes, his pupils, none of you have seen yet. Would you truly trust me to use that scroll on the tiefling Izek?
You know some things. If you gave me your word as a man and a ruler and a gentleman, I would take it, I think.
Lord Strahd, could you turn me back to normal too? This is unbearable. I'd be eternally grateful.
Eternally grateful.
Tetradi.
That is a very peculiar set of words. Because I can make those words a reality. Would you truly like to be eternally grateful?
Maybe that was the wrong words.
Then what are the right words, Tetradia?
I would be very grateful to you if you did that, and it would be a very noble thing to do, to change a noble woman back to her beautiful self.
And why should I do that?
She's like, because it would be very nice. I can't go out in your kingdom like this. This is just awful.
It's an improvement, Tetra. It's an improvement. The
Shut
children will run from you as they should.
Dro commented it made you look more like a dragon.
Oh my god! She just face palms at their comments.
Denton Roberson. You are very much new here. Very much new here. I have a question for you. Why this bunch? Is it a simple answer, or perhaps I had paid you to do this or something similar? But why this bunch, Denton Roberson?
He strokes his chin for a moment. Well, at first it was just because they were the first people I ran into who were of like mind. Eventually, after fighting together for a while, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest.
So a bond of mutual danger.
Supported by a bond of mutual interest.
Sound like the most common bonds in Barovia, quite frankly.
That I can understand. I prefer more loyal bonds. I can see the reasoning behind them. And to you, Nira, you have my word that spell scroll will not do anything horrific to Izek Strahd.
I'm gonna just roll this. And I don't know shit.
You can think whatever you like.
He's still, I take it Izek is still kind of snoring away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you wish to speak with Izek Strozny? Shall I rouse him now?
I could not give two flying fucks about Izek Strasny.
That's unfortunate. In many ways, he's quite a good servant to you, even though he's not actually serving you. If it wasn't for him, this entire town would have been a cinder in the ground long ago. Long ago.
Pauses for a moment. Still stone-faced. And why would that bother me?
You need to have some amount of life still in Barovia. Some continuing supply of persons for sustenance and entertainment. You need something to keep yourself interested. And if it's all gone, well, then this becomes even more of a hellscape than it already is.
Would you like me to prove you wrong? Perhaps I should kill everyone inside of this town.
Please don't do that.
Start from the ground up. That may even be the best solution. Kill everyone here and then shove their souls back into a willing body. Make this a utopia for everybody, built on the necessary change of killing all of the people inside of here. That is a fine idea. I will think about that.
Is that what you did in Berez?
Ooh, everyone roll me an insight check.
Alrighty.
Dang it, that wrong one. There we go.
Are you kidding me? Okay. Someone roll 1d100.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be like that.
Well, shit.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Dear Lord.
He pauses for a moment.
My Tetra's 11 is the best we rolled. That's hilarious.
And now where did you learn about that?
Oh, that didn't work. Little bird told me.
Gotcha. He pauses for a moment. You will be telling me which little bird told you that.
I think I'll keep it to myself. I'm sure you can find out on your own.
I can. But that is effort and insubordination. He points over to Hassan's knees. I will take his knees unless you tell me. And then if you do not tell me, I will kill Victor Vlakovic. Then after that, I will take your knees. And then after that, I will start peeling the face and nose off of Denton. Then I will heal Tetradia after that.
Believe I had heard of it partly from Madame Ava, in fact.
Partly from Madame Ava. Are you lying, Nira? Do you need to be rolling a deception check? Your choice.
Yep, I guess so.
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
that's what it is.
Roll me a deception check then.
Oh,
That's what this is going to be like tonight, huh? That's what this is going to be like.
a nightmare.
Thank you.
Maybe that'll get things rolling in the right direction for us.
I'll go ahead and
Average.
reveal the secret roll. There was a moment where he looks at all of you. And he looks over at Asan. Asan, can I have you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. You said
Oh, no.
wisdom. Well,
Okay, that's
bloody
tonight.
sucks.
Ugh.
We'll pause for a moment. Who's wearing a belt? Contrata, are you wearing a belt?
Yeah, she definitely. Well, she has a belt on.
Okay. He will point to you, Tetratia, to taking his eyes from a son. Your belt, give it here.
My belt. She looks down at her waist. Okay.
Belt.
She starts to unlatch it and take off a few like pouches and stuff, and she'll go over and put it on the table, then back up.
Reach out, grab it. The son. And the son starts walking to him.
Yeah.
Bite down. And he hands you the belt.
Oh,
I don't think I have the ability to disobey him at the moment.
You're like, yeah, this is fine. In your
All
mind,
right,
this is
all right, all right, all right. One of your wives.
fine. Everyone roll me an insight check.
Hey, holy crap. Maybe it's
Hey,
because he's such a good friend right now.
Holy shit!
Yo, Tetra, in the house.
nice.
Holy shit. I am... My dice have seen better days.
Indeed.
Mm.
At the same time, Asan and Tetra will notice this part. As you say this, he's still holding the belt. You see his fingers clench briefly for a moment. And when he lets go with his right hand that's holding the belt, there's a hole in the leather. His finger pinching it went straight through it. Bits of fiber and skin fall down from it.
Tetrati has a look of disappointment because that was her favorite belt.
Nira, I would like for you to roll me the appropriate response. What you think may be happening here. Okay?
Okay. Not sure I know what you mean.
No, sorry. No. Just roll me a straight d20. Do that for me.
Okay.
good.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Which one of my wives told you this?
The one with the mask. Although I don't see what the big deal about it is. We asked her about herself. She told us. It seemed at the time like she may have been in some sort of trance or some sort of state whereby she was supposed to acquiesce to us. I assumed that it was by your orders. Unless there's somebody else, in which case you may have problems.
And what did she tell you?
That she used to live in Berez until you brought your hands down upon it, more or less. And it does not exist anymore. We asked where it was. We asked where it was situated. She told us. I believe that's all she said.
Son, go back to your seat. You see, there's no reason for us to be uncivilized. Tetra snaps his fingers and holds a belt out to you.
Thanks. And she takes the belt back and
There's a hole inside of it.
she looks at the hole but doesn't say anything. It just puts it back on.
Well,
Tetra, you've worn your belt out. I'll have to fix that for you later.
Thank you.
I have what I needed then. Few of you are good liars.
Can I spend a sorcery point to use subtle spell? And I want to cast my brand spanking new spell, Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Where is it?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are you making him roll a save, or are you just detecting surface thoughts?
I am detecting surface thoughts at the moment.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn it.
Nice.
Nice.
It's only a 69. That's not that great.
Come on, we're 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see. Yes.
Nice.
I just 69 with Strahd. Yep, there you go. I think I.
You okay?
I thought that was you, DM.
I'm fine.
Okay. Takes a moment. You don't really hear anything from him, even his surface thoughts. It would need to be a very, very astute and capable mind for doing such a thing. Though you do know that if you are aware that if you probe and he succeeds, he knows what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there. And this is Strahd von Zarovich.
Mm-hmm.
But if he fails, then yeah, you know a lot of his thoughts.
I'll keep it at the surface for the moment. It sticks around for like 10 minutes, I think.
60 seconds.
Is it 60 seconds? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Okay. He pauses for a moment. Denton,
Yes.
it is a custom of mine for me to learn about every powerful mage that has come to my plane. You will be very soon. You and I will be very soon having a conversation about the arcane arts. I hope that you will agree to this.
You should do it.
I see no reason not to agree.
Excellent. And
I recommend a Dockside Tavern in Waterdeep. They're great places for conversations.
well,
That I
that
can
is
agree
too
upon.
bad. And to tempt you, name a spell that you would like.
Out of character, I'm assuming it's any spell on my list, right?
Name a spell you would like, is what he said.
A spell
Hey!
Oh.
I will give you some time to think about it. Dadradia,
Yes, Lord Strahd.
I have already given the means to fix you to the party. I have done many things for you. I have invited you all to my home, or my second home, and you threw scorn in front of me. Though he is not here as of now, give me a good reason of why I should, in my slightest, assist you. Or give me a reason now to assist you.
Because we're both nobles, and it's just the right thing to do. And I believe if you want me to be here in your lands, I would like to look my best, not like this. This is horrible.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on, Tetrade, do not fuck this up, please. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh my.
not bad.
Well, that is a persuasive young lady.
I am not a noble. I am a king. Technically, I am an emperor. Are you royalty?
No, I'm just a countess of Belka.
A countess.
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
He raises out his right hand. I will replace your mark with a much finer one. Come here, Countess Tetradia ages. And he holds out his hand to you.
And Tetrade kind of glances at the others to see like what they think of it.
Son, I'm charmed, so you're not going to get any the normal. You're not going to get much more than what I've already snarked at you. I unfortunately I am charmed, so I am not going to be.
No,
normal.
you just think Strahd is just a pleasant dude right now, more or less.
Exactly.
He's a nice guy. So
if Strahd seems to be offering to do something for Tetradia, the son's actually not going to call her
I think
say
it's
anything about it.
Tetrade probably thinks she has really no choice in it, so she'll come. So he said, just out of character, he said that he's going to give her a different mark or something of that nature. Or what?
I will
Just-
replace your mark.
Replace. That's not exactly saying it's gonna cure her the tusks, but I guess she'll ask, why would you? What for, Lord Strahd? Just kind of just curious, trying to know what it means.
Questioning my gift is not wise. Come
Okay,
here, Countess. Tetradia Aegis.
I'll trust you. So she extends out her hand kind of cautiously.
You will reach up. And he's going to cast a spell.
Okay. I wonder.
Okay. And she grabs your hand. You all see the tusks fall away into dust, leaving behind nothing. You do not see him move. None of you see him move. But suddenly his face is about 4 inches from yours, and he was sitting down, Tetra.
And Tetradia's eyes widen as she backs up a little bit. How did you get? She's like kind of confused at how he got there.
There's a 34 hit.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Mm.
You all watch as his face twitches briefly for a moment. His jaw seems to extend and he latches onto Tetradia's throat. Tetradia's paleness goes even more pale, deepening. And then he lets go. And 4 puncture wounds the side of her neck. You will take 48 points of damage.
Oh God. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds like a Strahd move. So she reels back, screaming, as she doesn't know. She's kind of confused for a moment of what's going on. So 40 damage.
48.
48.
And he will produce a small little handkerchief, and his lips dabbed with blood. He will gently dry them off at this point. You do anything, Tetradia? You shooting him? Do anything like that?
She's like, "What? Why did you do that? I thought you were just gonna cure me. What have you done?"
To try to figure
I have done exactly what I said I was going to do.
Yep.
You have taken my mark. Wear it well, Tetradia Aegis. Perhaps we can do this again.
She looks angry, but she doesn't know what to do because she's already weakened and she's not looking for a fight out of this. So
You see him close his eyes, and a long tongue comes out and it licks the inside of his lips.
I don't know what you did to me, but if I think what you just did to me, I was fine just being my regular self.
Yeah, that's the
No.
price you gotta pay.
You have some time for that, child.
Yep.
No.
Do not
Yep.
cover my mark. And he does a deep, deep bow to you all. I am a guest in this place, and you have not done anything overtly stupid. So you have my very, very ever so small little gift. I will be leaving now. If you do not know Denton Roberson, what you would like, then you are not a man that I would like to speak to in the future.
After taking the time to think about it, sir, I have decided upon Steel Wind Strike.
He reaches into his coat and he pulls out a book. Flips to a large leather-bound book. Flips to a page and rips out a piece of paper and throws it onto the ground in front of him. Enjoy it while it lasts, Denton Roberson.
Thank you.
What about Miss Kolyana? What about Irina?
The snideness is coming. I can feel it. What about Tatiana?
You were the one asking questions about her.
Was I?
You were.
Perhaps I mentally changed all of your memories to think that. It is quite possible. Would you like me to show you?
She raises an eyebrow.
No, I do not want to do that now.
You don't know where she is, do you?
Your question.
You don't know where she is, do you?
I do not know where my Tatiana is. That is what you are saying.
It is. And I'm not being snide about it. It concerns me as well. She's a good woman and a bit of a friend. So I'm also concerned about her.
I had told you that there was a man here that was a prolific serial killer. An insane man. And I had left her to be guarded by you. And I do hold all of you personally responsible for her safety. It would be unwise for any harm to come to her. For you or for anyone else. And he walks to the door and walks out. The door closes behind him without him looking back at it, and he's gone.
I just got bitten by a vampire. Oh no. He's like,
I'm gonna use the thing on Izek. I should have done it sooner. That did not go the way I was expecting it to.
Strahd is gonna sit down. And
It might have gone differently if I hadn't gotten charmed.
Bitten will walk over and pick up the page.
Strahd is gonna like process what happens to her, and she's gonna mutter to herself, "What's gonna happen to me now? I'm gonna be. Oh my god, am I gonna thirst for people's blood?" And she's just like going through the.
Denton. It's time stop. No, it is still wind strike. It is still wind strike.
So is it like it's effectively a scroll right now?
Correct. You have to inscribe it into your spell book and learn it inside there, and go from there. But it would allow you to.
Yeah, I need 10 spare hours to do that, which
10 spare hours and money.
Right now. And money. And money. Yes. 10 spare hours, 250 GP.
Well, I am not planning on going anywhere quickly. I will tell you all that right now. What's Viktor Velakovich been like this whole time?
He did not move an inch as soon as Strahd von Zarovich entered the room.
Victor, smart boy.
Not moving a fucking inch.
Can I do insight on Victor?
Kept your mouth shut.
He's like, "Yep, I need a drink."
How long am I charmed for?
You with him out of the room, there is no difference between yourself, your regular self. Does that make sense?
Okay, so with him no longer in my sight, I am back to thinking the way I normally would about him.
At this point, yes.
Okay, then yeah, Petra, I told you to stay. You need to learn to keep your mouth shut. I think you would have preferred having tusks over becoming a vampire.
I need a drink. And she literally is just like stealing alcohol back here and just gonna start drinking it.
It's all empty. No, it's not.
Not to be a bitch, and
perfect.
truly I'm not, but you might want to start reconsidering when you say that, I need a drink.
Shut up. I'm not ready to cry. But I'm gonna have a drink instead, and she just starts tearing up.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad I escaped getting bitten while I was while he had me under its sway. God damn it, that man is charming.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Like, how am I gonna get married now to like a Belkan noble? I'm a vampire. Nobody's gonna want me.
We have to get out of here
No
first
one's gonna
before that's
want
going to
you
happen.
before.
Shut up.
Maybe I'll suck your blood.
Now.
I'm gonna be
I'd
stuck
like to
like this.
see you try.
Nira would like
Um,
to dig through her pack and make sure a certain book is there.
To try to just start drinking.
You start reaching for the book, Nira?
Yep, the book.
You start searching through your bags. And a thought crosses your mind. Perhaps I had mentally changed all of your minds.
And it's not there, is it?
Or
You take a sigh. It's... Oh no, it's right there.
Oh, it's
You
still
missed
there.
it. You missed it. It's right there.
Right beside my other one, I'm sure.
The other book is gone. No, both are there.
In theory, he could take the other book. I could still get it back, in theory. I think
At the
the other
same
book,
time-
when the other book is actually out of a certain distance away from me, I think it goes poof.
Denton is thoroughly enjoying the spell scroll, I assume, correct?
Yes.
Nira is drinking and Eston is bickering with Nira, correct? And Eston is bickering with Tetra, my apologies.
Indeed.
yeah,
At this point?
it's on is doing his usual, trying to chastise Tetra for being stupid.
Gotcha.
And he is not pushing too hard. He knows he got charmed.
And Nira, you're taking up the scroll and you're casting it on Izek Strahd.
Yes.
There's a moment. And Izek is asleep at this moment here. But as you cast the spell scroll disappears into flames like flash paper. It is gone.
Yeah.
And you see the liver spots and wrinkles slowly fade away.
Whew.
Until he looks like the old Izek Strahd. He gets up immediately, looking around instead of there. I need him to roll wisdom saving throw.
Maybe.
Nira will put her arms up and try and be like, "Oh, calm down. Like, it's okay."
Maybe I won't turn into a vampire. Maybe he just wanted to suck my blood because he's a weirdo. I don't know.
Where am I? Oh, my head.
10 minutes, please.
Oh, my head. I had the weirdest dream. The devil was here.
Oh, he was here.
That wasn't a dream, sadly.
Petra.
How are we? Where am I? Why? He looks around.
We managed to
The
keep
water
our
in?
wits about us enough to not cause him to wipe the floor with us.
What?
Ugh.
What do you mean? Victor.
We managed to keep the more rambunctious of us from being too stupid. And he kind of let us go with a minor warning and a lesson taught to someone, so to speak.
You mean that wasn't you mean that wasn't a dream?
No.
No, it wasn't.
It might have been a bit of a dream. I'm not sure how much you truly heard. You seem to be well in the sleep.
I feel like it was 2 lessons taught. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Try just takes a seat with all the booze.
I just can't help it in those moments. I want to know things. She's got her head in her hands. And kind of massaging her eyebrows. It's like,
He was immensely useful in helping to keep you with us there when things went south in the house.
Upon seeing Victor kind of gives him kind of a lopsided smile, and Izek stands up, looming over Victor. As you see Victor's smile falter ever so faintly, as this massive hulking form towers over him. And he very quickly grabs Victor's, picks him up off the ground, and a great bone-crunching hug. Not in a good way. And just kind of holds him there for a moment.
Nira's gonna kind of pat Isaac's arm. It's okay. Don't crush the boy.
Hey, get breathe. And he just slowly lets him drop down. Thanks, I guess. Hey, I'm very, very confused, but it's good to see you. Not like you were, Izek. Good to see you as well, boy. Good to see you as well. Vargas, see, any sign of him?
No. Victor was with us when we went down through the house, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So he already knows about his mother.
Correct.
Yeah. Sadly,
Unfortunately,
Lady Petrovna didn't make it.
Pauses. His shoulders slump ever so imperceptibly further down. Well, it could have been worse. I remember now. That's why I helped Vargas.
What? What do you remember?
I remember telling you all that Volokovich had to be in charge. Or was that mistaken as well? I remember why now. I remember conversations. Oaths. What happened to the mirror?
The mirror was destroyed. We were able to. I was able to destroy it just in time to prevent a monster of Doom, I think it's an appropriate term from entering
Jellied
into the
doom.
house.
Honestly, it reminded me of my patron.
Creature of many mouths and teeth with humanoid faces.
And tentacles, yes.
Yes.
I've seen it before.
You have.
I didn't know about it until now, though. We did just cast Greater Restoration on him. What is this music? Hold on, hold on. What's going on?
Oh, I'm not even hearing music at all.
It kind
now.
of sounds like it's going bloop, 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 bloop. There it is.
Yeah, now, yeah, it does sound like a fish is doing something or something.
Fish jazz.
Snake jazz.
Sorry
Snake
about that.
jazz.
There's a pause. Victor. Vargas. Vargas was a good man. I must find his body.
Well,
The mirror is shattered? That's good.
we don't know if he's dead.
No. When I said that there had to be a Volokovich leader, I was being literal. He looks around, making sure no one else is inside of here, besides Victor and your party. Vargas's father and my father made the worst people that you know look good. There's an entire warehouse that was called the Re-Education Center. The things that went on in there were disturbing even for Barovia. My father and Vargas's father enjoyed it. He went crazy, and Vargas would take my beatings. He snapped and he killed his father. And it seems to be kind of like tumbling out as he seems to be remembering more and more. And then we learned why his father was crazy. The Volokovich's family is cursed. Whoever takes control of this will have all of the ancestors whispering in your ears, trying to control your actions, corrupting you.
Have I mentioned that I hate this place?
I can see that. I could see that being the case. Izek, you said your father?
I'm adopted.
I know.
Strahd would be like a bastard's name. He is legally my father, yes.
Okay. Just... I'm gonna cast message so that it's just between me and him. You remember what happened in the house, right? You remember that I saw your room? You remember we talked? Right?
I do.
Okay. Just making sure. I had wondered about the last name Strahd, quite honestly.
Adopted into a family. Think Jon Snow, Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming back. Maybe we don't have the time to explain it now. One of the mirrors broken. Victor, you have to let me know if you hear any extra voices. These shadows and things like that, you have to tell us, okay? Perhaps it is resolved now. But, I have to go make sure of a few things. Is the town safe? The walls still hold?
They do.
They do, as far as we know.
The I've forgotten the name of the people who own the Blue Water Inn. Shit.
Martikovs?
Yeah, the Danica Mardakov is currently aiding in keeping the peace. The incident in the house caused them to have to barricade, quarantine it off, so to speak. And Danica was keeping the peace and handling that situation so that we needn't worry.
It's been 5 days
Since we entered the house.
since we entered the house from here. Of course, while we were in there, it didn't feel like 5 days.
I do not remember the house well. Probably because I was an old bastard. Okay, I can work with this. I need to find out what happened to Vargas. I need to reopen the armories. I need to make sure all of my men are still here. Danica Mardikov's in charge. I am fine with that. There are no one better as of right now.
I made sure that we kept you covered up. And I guess the vine blight's technically still there. It'll just be have let him down to the ground to be off in the corner somewhere.
Gotcha.
I made sure that we kept you covered so that your men wouldn't see you aged like that. I didn't want to scare them. I wanted to make sure to maintain your good name and control in the town.
It is appreciated.
Your authority is a valuable asset.
It is appreciated. But if it's been 5 days, I'm sorry to cut this short, and I owe you a lot more. I owe you conversations. You are welcome in Valakia at any time as long as I am here. But there are things, duties that I have to be there for. Meet me if you would like to discuss further. Come find me, ask any of my guards, and they will point you in my direction. But I have to confirm a few things. You understand, I hope.
Absolutely, my friend.
Yeah. Are you going to look for Vargas then?
Not personally. I loved what he was. But he started to act more and more like his father in these past months. And he kind of glances over Victor. Excuse me. And he starts walking towards the door.
Nira looks after him and kind of takes a step forward, almost as like she really wants to go with him, but she'll stay.
Okay. After the abrupt leaving of Izek Strahd, with remembering certain things when a powerful cleansing spell was cast on him, he has to go take care of a few things. You are alone. Besides Victor, who is just kind of twiddling his thumbs, looking at all of you guys. Well, I don't really remember much other than that I have my books, and I've got my spells, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of Barovia, and that I'm now supposed to be on the lookout for my evil ancestors that are going to try to corrupt me and turn me into an asshole. It's been an interesting day so far. Okay, all right.
Yes. Here. Nira's gonna pass him a full pipe and light it up. Here.
I really enjoy my sobriety.
Oh, you're no fun. Do you want to drink at least?
He said he agrees. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a good boy.
I've left my house maybe 3 times.
Well, you have a bright future ahead of you, as you know. With
You're
your
gonna need to learn to take a drink or two, or a toke or two. You never know. You might find higher states. Some have found higher states of thinking while imbibing of that.
At the age of 8, I learned that I had magical capabilities. I could destroy the town guards. I could do so now. Only really Izek could stop me. Possibly Lady Wachter. Probably not though.
Definitely not
So,
Lady Wachter, unfortunately.
At the age of 11, I made sure that I would not ingest anything that would allow me to destroy half the town in a drunken rampage and then me die of starvation. Because I don't know how to take care of myself.
That's fair enough.
It's all very logical, you see.
I'm very comforted by this, quite frankly, young sir. How you were acting with this on, and how you keep questioning anytime something's around that might be whispering strange things in your. I think you're ready for this. You're constantly on the lookout, and you're constantly self-assessing. This bodes well, I think. Given as well as anything can be around here, I suppose.
Yes. Well, I confided with Izek at the age of 11 that I thought everyone was crazy other than myself. And he said, it's probably the other way around, and that stuck with me. So,
I can see
I
why.
keep that in mind.
Well, I'm very powerful with magic, and when I get drunk, I've never destroyed an entire city, so I kind of resent that.
No, but you've destroyed many things that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, but never a
The
city.
young man is showing far more wisdom than you, young lady.
I think the difference is a bit of restraint.
Here we go again.
Yeah, well.
I didn't say it was the correct thing to do. It's just, it'd be really bad if everyone died in this town. I wouldn't be able to feed myself.
That's true.
And then I'd have to go out and live in the woods and meet the forest folk, right? Or go talk to people. It's not fun.
Well, I hope you don't mind entirely talking to us.
I'm pretty sure I'm in a state of shock as of right now. So, I'm willing to talk right now. And plus, all of you know magic. All of you. Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
I got bitten by Strahd. I don't know how that's gonna end well.
Oh, you got bit by him? Oh, yes. I think you'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, all the legends say that all the fairy tales and myths out there says that he would have to kill you first.
Oh, so I'm not gonna turn into a vampire?
I could be wrong, but I don't believe you'll turn into a vampire.
Okay, I'm going to do the first time this has ever come up, probably in a game ever. I am going to use my background feature.
Okay.
So, researcher, when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you don't already know the information, you know where and from you can obtain it.
Okay. Okay, roll me a history check.
Hang on, real quick.
Titrati is looking a lot she's looking very relieved.
17.
Pretty good. Pretty good. As a point, who did Strahd instruct you to find and possibly kill? Denton wouldn't know this, right? But it possibly could have brought up inside of there, right?
Oh.
Anyone remember?
I forgot that there was some. Yes, I remember now that he did ask us to kill someone, but I can't remember who.
I don't remember that. Is this serial killer he's talking about?
Mm-hmm. An individual named Van Richten.
Right.
Yeah. Before
That's
he kicked us
right.
out of the castle.
Denton. Correct. Denton. You've heard about Van Richten. Now, you weren't part of that conversation, right? Because you were not here for that, right?
Correct.
Correct. Just make sure. But the party has possibly mentioned him once and up there. Van Richten is a legendary monster killer. Not a monster slayer, a legendary monster killer. And is a planeswalker. Or a interplanar traveler of some type. He's not from Faerun. But he is known quite well about any of the arcane users in the light. People have hired him in many places here. And what you would know, he would be a very serious, very, 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 very serious man. If you were looking for someone to find out anything about vampires, that's the person you should talk to. And if you were on Faerun, you could point yourself to a number of libraries, but you're not. So
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Does that answer your question, Denton?
Yes.
So does Denton share that with us then?
Yes. I'll say in character. Yeah, he shares it.
Okay.
So I need to find this guy. He could like tell me what's going on, what's going to happen to me.
If he doesn't kill you.
If he doesn't kill me.
Yeah.
The process.
Yeah.
Well.
Yep.
The abbot might be able to help you still.
He's not gonna like imprison me or something, right? If we go there, because I'll probably hurt him if he tries that.
The abbot, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hurt the abbot.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'm not standing there with that guy who licks silver.
What? You don't want to go see your buddy?
I guess we got to go there then.
I have
we could ask the abbot.
I have a bit of a rapport with the abbot, so I could hopefully convince him not to go too far.
You guys aren't gonna leave me if I turn into a vampire, right? She looks like she's about to
leave you
cry.
if you turn into a vampire.
You
We'll
guys-
make sure that you can't bring
What the fuck?
Stupid
Sorry.
fucking Fred boat.
That was Joel Osteen's Marriage, is what it was playing.
Oh, good God.
Oh, what
Continue.
the fuck?
Redbox weird.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Redbot
guys.
is-
You guys aren't gonna leave me. if I
Tetradi,
turn-
we will ensure that you do not bring harm to the people of this land. Should
What's
you
that mean?
become a vampire?
Strange thing. What does that even mean?
Well, for one thing, it means we're going to do what we can to hopefully get you smart enough that you don't ever get bit again, and therefore don't actually have to worry about becoming a vampire.
I do have a question, though, Victor will pipe in. What happens if she does become a vampire?
It's gonna be bad.
We
Like,
make sure.
Do you kill her?
You're not kill me.
If she, I'd say personally, if she loses control of her faculties, I don't think her chances around us would be very good.
Now, in novels, at this point, it would, if that were to happen, you are supposed to give up your own life, correct, Tetradi? Or am I misremembering something?
Give up my own life.
Yes.
I've read many a book. Some would do that, and some would not.
And her hair's starting to stand up with static as she grabs him. It's like, I am not dying. I have tried to stay alive, and she literally grabs him by the collar. It's like, I am not dying.
I didn't say you were. I'm just saying if.
Tetra, calm down.
I'll go. Fine. If you guys try anything like that, I'll just go on my own. I guess I'll be a vampire that haunts the night. Vampire Countess Tetradia, I guess. She does.
I actually have a thought about this. And I'll kind of glance. Nira kind of glance at Victor because she wants his sort of appraisal too, and a little bit at Denton. If with this bite, perhaps she has some sort of connection to Strahd. Perhaps something we could use, if need be. It could not be all bad. It's not good, but...
Yeah, man. It's yet another way for him to know where we are at all times.
Well, he seems like he already does that anyway, so...
What are you suggesting with this? Because with you saying that, a number of ideas have popped in my mind.
I'm hoping somehow she might be able to know what he's doing.
Huh.
Oh. I was going to suggest that perhaps some of his saliva was still close to there, and if that was the case, then yes, there's many things you could do with that.
He's not wrong. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna whip out a handkerchief. Here. Here, wipe your wounds. Kind of push it into them a little bit too.
I guess she does it and hands it back to me.
You can't have any of your own blood on it, or ruin it.
Oh.
So I guess wipe around them, perhaps. Just around.
Katradi, are you...
That's why he told you not to cover it.
Oh.
Maybe if we cover it, he can't track her.
I was very tempted to ask him why.
Yeah, but if I do that, won't he be really angry and try to kill me?
He's really angry.
You don't have to worry about becoming a vampire.
He's really angry and probably wants to kill us already anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's true, Victor will say.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Victor?
Because you would be dead.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, you Tetradi, he may not. He may actually leave you alive.
So
if he decides he is bored of us.
So should I wrap it around me so you guys can do whatever weird experiments you're gonna do?
Roll me D100 if you've done that.
Okay. Yeah, she. If everybody's approving of it, she'll do it. She's kind of looking.
I don't know. I will state that I don't know if it might be the best idea to actually do this right this second, but
to just wipe her neck.
Oh no, cover. She was talking about wrapping a cloth around her neck.
So you just want me to
wiping your neck is definitely something we should do.
Okay.
We should definitely try to wipe your neck without getting any of your blood on it.
And if you do that, Tetra, roll me D100. Yes.
So she's just gonna like tap it on there to get the saliva so they can do whatever they want. Do I still have to roll a D100?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey, not bad.
30.
Okay.
The party, there's some sweat. There's a little bit of her blood on it. She took 48 points of damage. So she's not feeling very good at this point. So, looking through it, you guys do not get anything usable from this, sadly.
I see.
Well, it was worth a try.
It's worth a try. Yeah, there's a possibility. Okay.
I just had a horrible but intriguing thought about taking that handkerchief and putting it in the book.
Doing what? You broke up?
Oh, taking the handkerchief and putting it in the book. But that might be a very bad idea.
What book? Book? What book are you talking about?
Oh, this book. I'm going to pull out my book.
I've seen that before.
Excuse me.
I've seen it before.
This book here, this black book that I have with the lock broken on it.
Not with the lock broken, no.
With the lock intact.
Yeah.
Where? This came from outside. As best I can tell. In fact, it came into Barovia by erupting out of my being. They had to perform surgery on me, in fact, because I was choking on it.
Yes, we had to do an emergency tracheotomy.
I forgot, she almost died choking on a book.
This belonged to my mentor and more or less, in many ways, mother, Lady Theodorasta Shimmervine. And I was never around here. It was always locked. So I find it very odd that you've seen it.
That's strange. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Where?
It was in my father's library. I'd never forget a book. It was about a decade ago, though.
That's strange.
I mean, I assume as a DM, you're probably telling the truth. I'm going to insight this shit. I want to see if I can...
Victor's not a liar.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, if you get the feeling that Victor is lying, it would be obvious for you.
Yeah. Do you know why it was there?
I don't know anything about the book. I just don't forget it. It was interesting because it was locked up there. It was the reason. One of the main reasons why I recognize it is that it was in the same vein as he pats his spell book. It was in the same shelf as this. He took a number of banned books inside of there. Well, I also just learned that my father killed his grandfather too, which is just great. But there was one thing interesting about it, though, is he got it. My grandfather went insane, crazy towards the end. Kept screaming about a name and the like inside there. Left an impression on a 5-year-old, which was me.
I got a question for you, Victor.
Sure.
How do you plan on getting out of here?
Oh,
go ahead.
I've been working for the past 4 years on a teleportation that would allow me to get out of here. It is, and I do have a specific set of runes, according to this book, that is linked to a place called Waterdeep.
You did hear me make a joke about them meeting up, Strahd and
I'm from Waterdeep.
Denton meeting up in Waterdeep to discuss things.
That there is a room or place in Waterdeep that is that was given to Malvar of the Council of 13 under the Blackstaff's estate. I have no idea what that means, but that's what it says in the book. And according to this, and part of the sigils are broken, right? But if I can connect them, I could possibly start building a bridge on the way out of here. Now, I have tested it. You saw my undead cats, right?
Oh,
yes.
So, I tested it myself when I almost died. And then the cats I had inside there, and I went out, and I would find thrown away cats and things like that, and I would give them a second life, and I would assist them. But for their second life, they had to assist me as well. So instead of harming already living creatures, which I did not want to do, but all of them exploded. I've gone through 30 cats.
Oh my. You said a council of 13?
Mm-hmm. Ruled by the Blackstaff.
She's looked stunned. She's kind of got her mouth kind of open. Out of character, Tetra, is there something that you really want to say? Because if not, she's got to keep talking.
Yeah, she's just going to be like, well, you seem like to have the best plan to get out of here, so why don't we stop, wasting our time doing other things besides, curing me of vampirism, but we need to help him so we can get out of here. Maybe if we combine all our magic, maybe we can help him or something.
It's more of a math problem I have to resolve.
Yeah.
Math? I'm not that good with math. I don't know if I can help you.
Okay. She's going to take the book and plunk it down onto the table there. Do you want to look at this with me? This book, I have gone through it numerous times, and it always does something a little different. And one of the things that has come up is it's talked about 13. It has talked about the first of 13, in fact. The book talks to me. And it makes me think, I don't know what to think now. You're saying this has been here, except I know it from outside. You say Council of 13. So what could it mean? Do you want to look in this book with me?
Sure. And we'll have to take a break right there.
Okay.
Your party is alone inside of a... Well, you hope you are alone, with the exclusion of your party members and Victor. And this kid, you are alone. Strahd von Zarovich had left. A number of ravens flutter in the lofts well above you. What is the party doing?
Detrides.
Can we just get rid of his token for now? There we go.
Detrides is gonna be like, well, we gotta go to the abbot as soon as possible. But she's like probably kind of wasted from drinking all the alcohol, so.
Well, the immediacy of your situation is been taken care of. Do be sure to tell us if you end up having any clandestine meetings with Strahd.
If she remembers.
Eye on your neck with your mirror, and make sure to see what's going on there.
Okay.
Tell us if anything weird happens.
I will, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
So, Victor, you want to look at this book with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like books. Denton, you like books too.
He looks over at... He looks back over at Tetra for a moment, pauses for a moment. No, that's inappropriate. Right, I'll look at the book.
What's inappropriate?
Oh, would you like me to show you? Oh, okay. He reaches over.
What?
he reaches over to the table and he grabs a knife. And he studies your face for a moment.
Why are you grabbing the knife?
He brings it up and cuts across his forearm.
Ah.
Why are you doing that? Why do you cut yourself?
And he grabs a little bit of, grabs a napkin, wipes it, balls it up, and then throws it at you.
She just like flinches back. What the heck is this? You think I'm just gonna want to drink your blood now?
Do you?
No, I want another drink.
Problem solved. You're not a vampire. Alright, now, you may change later, but they can do the same thing to you. Unless you're lying to us and you're secretly going to try to kill us. Or them.
No, I'm not. Why would you say that? You trying to turn my own party against me? You know,
No.
you're
Well, am I wrong? Is that not a possibility? But
Yeah,
like I said, I do not think you're going to be turning into a vampire.
I hope you're right.
He's also said why this was inappropriate.
Yeah, why? What's inappropriate?
Me throwing a napkin with blood on it at you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Don't do it again.
I won't. I will not do that again.
Nira's gonna pull out like another handkerchief or something to be able to start wrapping his arm in.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
And she just goes back to drinking.
Can I cast message at him for a second?
True. Absolutely.
And I'll kind of grab him to turn away so that we're both looking away from Tetra and be looking kind of at the closed book on the table and be like, you know, I had this crazy... I wanted to sort of ask Strahd how she tasted. Is that strange?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity's sake? Like, would you think of that too?
I wonder if
he noticed a draconic blood in her when he did that.
From an arcane standpoint, no, that didn't cross my mind. No, it's a little strange. Yeah. Well, you are all pretty strange. Fucking weirdos.
Well,
that's coming from the Barovian.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He slit my throat a second time. That was not pleasant.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Oh wow, you're still alive.
Apparently, yes.
Did he resurrect you into a vampire bride? That's a joke, by the way.
She takes her hands up and she makes them into claws and goes at him in joking.
It's just flat face and no reaction.
She'll laugh mentally and then be like, "Okay, let's look at this thing."
So everyone else, you see them like staring at each other, and then Nira just flat face, and they continue to have, and then nothing else is being said.
Yeah, to try to glance over and just look at Nira weird, and then go back to drinking her wine.
Here's the other thing with this book, Victor. If it's true that it's been here and then to the outside, and now it's back again, it's gone to and from. How has it gone to and from?
Well, it's nigh on impossible to leave this place, according to my knowledge and notes and my 4 years of research, which is understandably not that far in terms of a wizardry in schools. But to do such a thing, you would need to be immensely powerful, or possibly you would need to be the devil himself.
Yeah.
Or maybe an arcane user like me, but probably on a larger scale. But if it's the book that's doing it, and you said it spontaneously grew around you, perhaps you may want to ask, is this? It would be significantly easier to leave this place. It was from here. Perhaps it left and was forced to come back. I've also read about the possibility of adventurers coming to this place that are pulled into here. Perhaps it was a lure for you.
Like, you think the book pulled me here?
Not directly. Maybe. But maybe a lure. From all of the records and stuff there, and I did have access to all of my father, he pruned all of the libraries and knowledge of this, and anything that were relating back to Strahd, and I read them, right?
Good.
So, one of the things that is always interesting to me about foreigners is that they all seem to have ties to Barovia. Not all of them, but I would say about 95% of them, to my knowledge.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, and she puts a finger to her chin. That does make some sense. I gotta tell you, kid, I've been learning so many things in the past couple of hours, and the amount of questions it has created, I'm surprised my head has not exploded.
Oh, have you been to the Place of Amber?
No, but I have been told of it. And we were we were on our way to go there, but we seem to keep being delayed by things.
If you are looking for knowledge, I've always wanted to go there. Izek said no repeatedly. Probably the only place I've always wanted to go. Is that I do know that it is a place of knowledge. I know very little other than that, though. But they always referred to it as the anchor.
The anchor?
Mm-hmm.
This is so strange.
I do not know where it is. Oh, what is this? But if you want to look at this book inside of there, I certainly can, but that would probably take hours and the like. I'm not sure we have the time to do so now.
That's true. We'll keep it closed for now then, I guess.
You broke up there.
We'll keep it closed for now then, I suppose.
Any other questions you would like to ask me? Compared to the average folk, I'm quite knowledgeable.
Yes, you are. I enjoy talking with you.
Wow, I've never heard that before.
Well, I know what it's like to be different.
You cut out once more. You know what it's like to be what?
Different. And looked at strangely. So, I don't know. I like talking with similarly minded people, I suppose.
And I like talking to people who use arcane magics. And that's all of you, so I'm pretty comfortable right now.
She'll and she'll switch to deep speech and be like, and that speak in other languages.
You'll respond in kind. I speak 11 languages. This is one of them.
Go to
he
Celestial.
Speaks extremely formal.
Yeah.
You speak Celestial as well?
Yeah. Be like, yes, you told me.
Oh, I did?
You did.
Absent-minded. Too many other maths going through my mind. Okay, well, I've now had more or less an out-of-body experience of us staring at each other intently, and then you hissing at me, and everybody else staring at us now. So, while us not saying anything, is this normal, or is this going to be strange to the others?
They know what's going on.
Okay, gotcha.
They're used to my disability, shall we say, or other ability. Because, obviously, and she'll start trying to talk with her mouth. Nothing comes out. Gotcha. I'm rather restricted.
Well, I need to ask all of you a question in a moment, and specifically to Denton as well. Oh, continue though. Don't make sure I don't forget.
Got it.
That's what Victor says. Alrighty then. Anything else new, or did you ask a question and I missed it?
No, I think that was it for now.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that she has so many questions and no answers.
And no answers, correct?
Yeah.
Victor will turn and look at you all. Have you heard about the crazy man in the woods that lives north of here?
Don't believe so.
How crazy are we talking?
He fishes by electrocuting the entire lake.
Ooh, electricity magic?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh.
There's a number of rumors about him going north. I'm just wondering if you had heard about him.
No. And you say he's like on electrocuting all of Lake Zarovich?
I heard a number of rumors about that, and Izek talked to me about it to see if I could recognize a few of the spells that could be possibly casted. And I did. I have heard, and he breaks out his book and he starts looking through the number of notes. 9 rumors and cases of people spotting this man, usually fishermen, where he screams at the lake, and then he was casting lightning bolts. Great powerful ones as well, more enchanted ones, greater than the normal one. You understand what I mean? He points to Tetra and Denton. Something there. And then he apparently would scream and speak about a stick, about the fish, and ask them a bunch of questions while scooping them up with a large spectral hand that looks like it could throw a boulder.
If he wasn't crazy, maybe he could teach me some of his techniques. Sounds a little dangerous.
Sounds interesting.
It was just something of
Not
interest.
heard of him yet. No,
Although
we've not heard of him.
Someone has said we should go to Lake Zarovich at some point.
Multiple people have recommended that we check out Lake Zarovich.
Okay. Are you guys saying that we're gonna go there eventually?
I think we should go there soon, but I'm
sooner rather than later if possible.
Yeah, Yep.
Go ahead.
I'm a bit more worried about Izek. I felt like he was trying to get out of here quickly, of course, because he was saying he wanted to go do things, but I have this feeling like he's trying to hide something. I'm wondering about going...
he said to seek him out if we had any further questions, and his guards would take us to him.
Victor,
And go ahead.
the re-education center. Is it someplace we could get into if we wanted to?
It's boarded up entirely. I've never been there. You want directions? I can tell you where it is. That's no problem.
I think you pointed it out already, but...
What reason would we be going to the re-education place?
I just have this feeling that that's where he might have been going. I don't know. I almost got this feeling like he's trying to hide something. And because of whatever he just remembered. And I just have this feeling that maybe he's gone there.
Not gonna lie, I'm more worried about me. Though, Victor says I'll be fine. This place makes me worry because I just don't know. If it wasn't so dangerous to go alone, I'll just go to the Abbey myself, but that would be a bad idea, I think. Even if I've grown more powerful.
Okay. The party has a number of possible places and decisions to go to.
Indeed.
If you would like to decide or talk in character or out of character, that'd be up for you guys to decide that. But you're at a little bit of a crossroads here. Okay?
Already.
Out of character. Is it okay if we go ahead and take the 10 hours for me to copy the spell?
I don't think anyone will have a problem with that, in all honesty. As a DM speaking, sit there, and I'll hand wave that if need be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily want to do it right this moment in game time, but Nira's absolutely fine with it. She has things she has to do in town, and she needs to speak with Izek. Like, there's no way she's leaving Vallaki without speaking to Izek.
Isan is down with trying to check on Izek at this point now that things are calmed down. He would say to Tetra, in character, he would say to Tetra, we need to rest and collect ourselves before we get on the road to anywhere. We have unfinished business here. So just don't get too drunk yet. Kind of a thing.
All right, very well.
You guys are pretty beaten up, correct?
We took a long rest, so no, we're not too bad.
I believe Tetra's the only person
beaten up.
who is beaten up right now.
In fact, would you like me to help with that, Tetra, or do you want to just out of character do a short rest?
I mean, whatever's more convenient for the party. If you want to heal me so we can just move on, that's fine. If you want me to take a short rest or, you know, even stay here and rest, I don't have no problem with that either. It's up to you guys.
Gotcha.
Because, yeah, I am pretty injured.
Nira has 2 places that she wants to go, potentially 3. I would ask Victor if he thinks there's any, if I'll find any sort of more information if I go back to his father's study. We were kind of in there before already, though, so...
It's a lot of books to read. It's a lot of time to go through it. If you had a large amount of time, it could be useful. I've read most of them.
You didn't see anything else about this book, though, and she...
I have a thing of not noticing things and what is important. It's what Izek calls common sense, and he slaps me about it from time to time. Not in a bad way. So I'm not the good person to trust.
Very well.
About what is important and what is not important, because I have very different opinions on that than you do.
Just out of character question, would a short rest basically restore my health, or no?
You would be able to roll hit dice.
Yeah. If you want, I can pump a cure wounds into you.
Tetradia has 5 hit dice already missing. So if she takes a short rest and now uses all of them, she'll be at half capacity the next time you guys go out on adventuring.
How do the hit dice work again? Like, do you not get them all back at a full rest?
You get half of them back.
Oh. Okay.
I guess you could just heal me, Nira. That'd be much appreciated.
Drink all the potions. No.
There's not many of those left, and we may want to get more.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you guys want to name a few possibilities of what you guys want to do you want to speak to Izek? Do you want to head to the lake? Do you want to head to the temple? You do gain 17 hit points. Do you want to do anything like that I need to be aware of?
Nira's gonna want to go to and try and find Izek. And I'm willing to have her go alone if other people want to go elsewhere. I'm fine with splitting the party at this point. And she needs to go and see Blinsky.
Sorry, you cut off, I think, dear. Who was you saying you need to go see?
Blinsky. God damn it. I don't know why I keep cutting off.
Okay.
Yeah, Blinsky, and she needs to talk to Izek. Out of character DM, I don't know if you're still up to doing the conversation we've talked about with those 2.
Yeah, but perhaps not for this session. Would you be available Wednesday or Friday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you wanted, yeah, and I was going to say if you want to, because it could be a little longer. I'm perfectly willing to compensate you for your time for it.
You cut out one more time. What's in?
That I'm perfectly willing to compensate you for your time for it because it could be a longer.
Don't worry about that. No, as long as it's not like 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you on Wednesday or Friday night. We'll
sure.
go from there.
Yeah.
There.
One more out of character question: are we gonna do a makeup session on Wednesday, or are we figuring that out?
We should discuss that towards the end of the session.
Okay.
It's up there. Not right now.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a possibility.
I think we're all wanting to go to Lake Zarovich before we go to the Abbot. Is that a thing, everybody?
I think everybody but Tetra's definitely good with that from what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Denton, you're fine with that?
Yep.
But if we want to do Blinsky's, or if Nira wants to do Blinsky's and stuff before we leave the town, I mean, I don't think we're leaving the town till the next morning, regardless, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Does the party want to go meet Blinsky together?
I'm curious who this Blinsky person is. But
Tetradi is willing to go where the party wants to go, so I mean.
Guess what,
Out
Tetra?
of character, I want to get the spell copied before we do Amber Temple.
Absolutely.
That's what's most important right now.
I don't think anyone has a problem with that.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
You'll be able to copy the spell before we leave town.
Yeah.
Maybe Victor has some stuff for you too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to talk about. We should trade spells.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, right?
Sure.
Do you know greater invisibility by chance?
I do not.
Hey, I got a spell that you may want. You're gonna have to give me something of equal value, though, but we can discuss that later.
Victor, do you have any spells that are would be considered like you do them with as a ritual?
Mm-hmm.
Because it can go into this book that I have.
Well, what are you gonna give me in return? Yeah, we can work something out. What was that touch audio? He says to you.
I was just gonna tell Denton I also know greater invisibility, and I can twine it to where I can do one of my.
How you say?
I know. Twinned.
Yeah, so
twined.
It's a Belkan accent. That's say like that. So I know that spell, so I'm just letting you know that I can do it.
Yeah.
Make myself.
Unfortunately, Tetradia, the function of how you know that spell, I don't think would translate for how Denton prepares and is able to cast.
You're a blood mage, right? Both of you? And he points two fingers at Tetra and Nira.
I'm a sorceress.
I'm a divinely blooded sorceress, but bad things have happened, and I'm not quite the way I was a couple weeks ago.
Well, if we can translate it to each other, I'd be happy to trade spells with you two as well, but that may be difficult. But Denton and I can definitely do. I can teach you fly if you don't want greater invisibility, Denton, though. But we don't discuss that now. Though we should discuss it.
Oh, yes, definitely.
A thought occurs to me. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. Very irresponsible and terrible person. I should probably try to do sending and see if we can talk to Irina.
Oh yeah, what is she up to?
I don't know if I'll be able to reach her because it seems to me that Lord Strahd doesn't even know where she is. I'll be frank, I have two ideas of what could have happened to her if I can't contact her. But do we want me to try to contact her?
I'm going to stay out of this.
Denton, you've never met her. Tetra, Asan.
It's whatever.
It is. I would definitely agree that while we are here, we should definitely see if we can establish the young lady's safety.
Shall I do it now?
Sure, go for it.
I believe.
Sounds good.
Let me check my sort of wellspring of powers here.
What are you sending to Tetradia? To Irina. Cleon.
Okay, I've still got that. I'm going to ask her, see if I can contact her. Irina, it's Niramour. Are you okay? Where are you? We got trapped in the mist. Strahd is looking for you.
Roll me a D100, please.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, wow.
Ooh. 5.
One moment.
Out of character, Nira does a little dance.
You hear heavy breathing. Nira, is that you? I'm close to the water. There's a tower close by. Sort of there, and then did you just shoot me? You fucking bastard! And then it's cut off.
Oh my! She's being chased by someone, and it sounds like she might have been shot by someone. But she's obviously alive. She said she's by some water and there's a tower nearby. Victor, does that ring a bell to you at all?
I've left my house 3 times.
Well, you've probably looked at maps, have you not?
Oh.
Or been interested in things like towers, perhaps? Towers tend to have knowledge.
My spellbook mentioned a tower. I think it's where the person who wrote this lived. Other than that, don't know much besides Ravenloft.
Do we have a map? We have a map, don't we?
Yes, you do.
Well, she's okay for the moment.
Upon hearing you relay what she said, Hassan would definitely want to get the map out immediately.
Mm-hmm. He's loading it.
Yep, it's loading right now.
She said a tower on a lake.
There's only so many lakes.
And we passed that tower on the way to Kresk. There was a tower on a lake on the way to Kresk. I remember seeing it on one of the journeys back and forth. Upon seeing it on the map, I bet that's where we need to go.
Oh, great. Now we gotta go save her once again.
Yep.
Yeah.
She said she'd been shot, right?
Well, guys, I might need to take a couple potions to be at full strength for this one. Still feeling a little exhausted.
As much as we want to find her right away, she's obviously survived this long, and I don't think a lot of the denizens of this realm are actually going to go after her. We can't get there very quickly, so we may just have to take the time, as much as we don't like it.
Do roll me an insight check, Nira, if you please. Ooh, I'll do it. She did not sound terrified. She sounded incredulous that she was shot.
This is true. This is true. She did say, "Did you shoot me?" Okay, yep. So that's true. Thinking on it, she didn't sound terrified. She was in quite a huff.
Strahd save her anyways because he wants her or something? Was it?
I don't know if he would directly interfere.
Gist of it.
After all, he did say he's holding us very much responsible.
Oh God!
For her safety.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a oh God, I'm going to die run. It was how fucking dare you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounded very much as we would expect Miss Aegis to sound if she was shot by someone. Actually, it reminds me quite a bit of when Russell likes to shoot her in the butt with his blunt arrows.
When Russell shot her in the butt.
In the ass.
He will never do that again, or I will make him suffer.
It's rather funny, but I think she's okay for now.
Yep. Yep. I do believe that we should make that our first destination when we get out of here, possibly then.
It's on the way to Kresk, from what we can tell, so that's okay. That's nice.
Okay.
Before I forget, young Victor, I have thought of something that I could give you in return for the sharing of knowledge. I don't know if this would maybe cover both any sort of trading of knowledge that myself and Lady Aegis here could do, but she pulls out the worm in the jar from the Hag's Tower.
Do you know what that jar does, Nira?
I do.
Okay. Just making sure.
You could study this if you'd like, young Victor. From our understanding, it takes someone's arm and changes it into a flesh bow. I don't know if you could somehow do something with it to maybe somehow use it to replace your arm that's been lost.
Hell yeah, give it here.
I assume the party is okay with this. Is the party okay with this?
I mean, it's your
sure.
worm in a jar.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
Well, it's everyone's worm in a jar.
It's a powerful bow.
It's a powerful weapon, but it's It's not its own style. It's literally Spencer would be the only person. Russell would be the only one who.
So
let's say since Russell's
for
not
now.
Here, if Russell wants it later on, I will hand wave it. Russell have it.
Yeah, we'll just retcon it later if one of them wants it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. He immediately no.
Don't get me into trouble with Izek, please.
By the way,
I just helped save you. I'm just saying you might be able to use it to replace your lost arm. Somehow.
Well, that would be pretty neat.
By the way, Victor, I have a question. We saw the edge of Barovia where the mists are. Is those illusions, or will we really get killed by monsters if we go in there?
I have no idea about that.
Oh.
I've read about it, though. There is a story of an old story of an individual who came back from this that was not of Astani. They're long dead now. But to my knowledge, what the stories say is that they lived for 8 hours and in pain upon return.
And then died?
And then died. And the other part is, I have heard people going into it and then walking back out perfectly fine. And I have read stories of, well, just arms coming back. But the people that walked into it and came back out fine, they did not see anything. They just walked in and then they were back outside.
So you've never heard of anybody just walking through and, well, I guess you wouldn't know if they made it or not.
Correct. But I do have some reasonable suspicions that it is not a good idea.
Yes, I figured that. I just wanted to know if you might know anything, but I appreciate your insight.
Ooh, the Vistani know.
The Vistani.
They can answer the questions. Specifically the one of Serpil.
I guess we might have to stop by them. You know what? Maybe you should come with us because you have you know a lot of things. And she's like looking at him seriously. Like, make him come with us.
Nah, I'm good.
What if we told you that you have to come with us?
I would leave and teleport out of here and then light the place on fire, and then when you cast spells to counter me, I would cast spells to counter you, and then it would really depend on whether, if not, Denton threw in with them. But if Denton threw into me, which he may, because he didn't want to kill me to get all of my spells, which would be bad, right? Okay, but if Denton doesn't throw inside of it, I'll get away scot-free.
Okay, we'll just not do that, and you can do
No.
We were never going to. She just wants somebody else to bitch at.
Hey.
There is Nira kind of puts up her finger. There is something here, though. Depending on what has happened to Vargas Valakovich, she'll look at Victor. You may be the new burgomaster of Valaki right now.
That's true.
Debatable. Oh, that means I'm a count.
Like me. Well,
like Miss Aegis.
Yeah, I guess you wear the same rank now.
That's a horrifying thought.
Isn't it, though?
She lifts up her signet ring to show, like, her noble crest.
I would do the same, but mine was lost when my arm disappeared.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. Nira will lift up her hand. I have my own signet ring from my family. Although we're not necessarily nobles. Maybe minor nobles, perhaps, but it's the divine bloodline, really, that is the glory, I suppose.
You are a blood mage.
Define what you consider a blood mage to be, young man.
I don't know what a blood mage is, to be entirely honest.
Well, why do you call people blood mages if you don't know?
I don't know what else to call you.
Sorceress.
Names have power in this world, and if you don't know something, if you give it a name, then it has less power over you.
See.
Ugh.
Well, I'm a sorceress with draconic bloodlines. The blue dragon, that's what I am.
Yes, Tetra, in some cultures, the way that you cast and the way that Nira casts some of the magic would be called blood magic because you were calling the magic from within your blood.
This is true.
Indeed. That makes sense.
But are you, young Victor, going to be able to be the head of this town if your father is gone? Not even to the smallest degree. I mean, quite frankly, Izek is the one who has always been in control of this town, at least.
Like a figure,
now...
like a puppet? Yeah, I could be a puppet.
Isaac's puppet only, I think,
Victor,
at most.
If we can never leave here, can you, like, build me a house? Like a really nice one?
We would have to get married to that, and 3 people have tried to marry me before. In theory, yes.
Who was the third? I know of who 2 of them are, I suppose.
Irina.
Irina, there was your betrothal to Miss Stella Wachter, which I would recommend you stay away from her. She does not like you. I don't know who the third was.
Oh, no, you would be the third.
Tetrado would have been the
third. Tetrado would be the third.
For
a minute, I was like, what, me? I never asked anything.
Yeah, I don't know if I never really thought about it. I'm not ready to get married, but
I'm not either. I don't want to marry you. I'm not saying we should. At all.
Yeah.
Here in Barovia, I want to get back to Belka. You know, it's like this place is horrible. It's misty and wet.
But you would be willing to be a figurehead to keep things together, yes?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as they don't do anything.
Yes. And you are fine with the festivals no longer occurring unless the people themselves organize them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want nothing to do with this. I want to go back to reading and studying and doing math and trying to figure out a way from this godforsaken place.
Oh God! So
Excellent.
There might be a power vacuum if there's no. Well, I guess.
I'm gonna help with this. Gonna help with this. As long as Vargas is no longer here, I will stand with Victor, probably in the town square or outside the Burgomaster's house or something, with Izek, and I will do what I said I was going to do with Vargas, which was say that the Lightbringer is on his side. If it's going to keep the town together and everything from falling apart, I'm willing to do it.
Okay. Well, you guys do what you need to do, and we should talk to Magic later. And if I do ever figure a way out of Barovia, I'll let you know.
Oh, thank God! I appreciate that.
Hang on, I gotta cast silence on these guys. Give me just one moment, all right?
Yeah.
And they've exploded. All right.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Alrighty then. You have many options. You guys can go forward. It's up there. If you guys want to go talk to Blinsky, if you guys want to head to Lake Zarovich, if you guys want to head to Lake Baratok, if you guys want to head to Argynvost, to the Luna River, or Castle Ravenloft, or the Castle in Amber, let me know. It's up there.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the party's first 2 options, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is Blinsky and Lake Zarovich. Does anyone naysay me?
I have a question. I forgot the guy's name, but who's the guy who's at the dilapidated castle who we were friends with?
Sir Godfrey.
Yeah,
Sir Godfrey, and that's our
Godfrey.
Yes.
Yeah, is it Sir Godfrey like trying to hook up with us so he can help us? So, I guess Tetradi will bring that up in characters like, what happened to Sir Godfrey? I thought he was going to help us.
Well, he said he was going to ask if he could leave, but I haven't been able to contact him again since.
Oh, you might.
And the other thing is, he doesn't go in towns.
Yes.
No, that's true.
Period.
Yeah. No,
Well,
he is not going to come into the town. He is.
You would have to kill his way in.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that.
Well, I guess maybe he can help us when we're out in the countryside.
Let me check something. I could attempt to do sending to him as well.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just allow me to check what my powers are like right now.
We need to keep in touch with our allies.
I think I still have one more in me. After that, I would need to rest for an hour or so. Is the party wanting me to try to contact him?
Yep. I think it's a good idea.
I mean, yeah, we can. I don't know if we're going after Theron
the only
anytime
reason
soon.
we haven't was we were stuck in the house.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about trying to get Theron, but things keep on happening.
Oh yeah, we should. Well,
we need to gather power to be able to get there.
Hey guys, really sorry. I gotta get going early.
Okay.
Okay.
We're continuing for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
I will
it.
see
Are you
y'all
good
later.
for Wednesday if we're able?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Gotcha. Continue for a little bit. What are you guys doing?
Sir Godfrey, it's Niramour Bastille. We spoke before. Are you able to come aid us? I know you cannot meet us inside a town. Where are you?
Ah! I have been awaiting your mental magic capabilities to respond. I am inside of a tree outside of Valaki along the west gate. It's quite cozy inside of here.
Okay, so...
Gathered he's been sitting alone in a tree for some good time.
Not our fault! Good news. Sir Godfrey is currently ensconced inside a tree at Valaki's west gate. So perhaps if we wanted to, we could see about grabbing him to come with us to Lake Zarovich.
that sounds like a really good idea.
I'll be happy to see him again. I do like him.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's a fun guy.
So Blinsky, are we gonna go look for Izek too? I kind of want to at least check out the re-education center. I want to see if anyone's gone into it at least, if nothing else.
Yeah, no, let's head to Blinksy's.
Alrighty,
Okay.
let's do that.
Apologies that there's so many things, DM.
No, it's no problem. I'm here to do except that. One moment, please.
You'll like this, Tetra. This is the man who made all the dolls. Like this one, and I'm going to pull out the one in the pink dress and just kind of smile with it and be, eh.
Let me see that one. And she tries to grab it.
Nope, I keep it out of your grasp. Unless you want to do opposing rolls to see what happens, which I'm down for.
You guys want to do opposing rolls? If so, both roll an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm probably going to regret this.
This would be funny. It's strength or
Athletics check. It's it's very top of your skills check.
Because Nira's sneaky and I'm sneaky, can I quickly do this?
No.
Okay, fine.
Because Tex was the one trying to grab it, right?
Yeah, knew it. I'd regret it. That's okay.
Let me see this. Whoa, grabs it immediately.
Damn it!
like you look so cute and pink, and she just tries to keep it. It's like, no, I want it. Now I want it.
Tetra. Don't
Okay.
It's fine. Actually, no, I don't want you to have it simply because of what's just happened to you. I think you can understand that.
It's fine.
I'm gonna, before we go into Blinsky, I'm going to put my hood up. I'm gonna try and conceal who I am as much as possible. When we go in there, guys, do not tell him who I am or anything. I'm just your friend who's with you.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. After a little bit of time, you come across a cramped shop with a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a B engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance, two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see a jumbled toys and hanging placards behind the slogan, "This no fun is no Blinsky." A number of small little bells are arranged around the doorframe. Who's the first to enter the dungeon?
Dungeon! Nira will go in.
Nira will go in. Who else is going in? Anyone else?
Yeah, this one's gonna go in. He's curious.
Okay.
Strahd falls behind the two of them.
Tling, 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 tling. Step inside. There are a large number of toys. Just scores upon scores upon scores of toys, all directed out to here. Is anyone looking at the toys?
Strahd.
Yep.
Wow. I've never seen so many toys.
Do we have a map?
Not at this place specifically.
Okay.
It's up there. The toys, as you were looking around Tetra, roll me a d20.
Okay.
You see what looks to be an incredibly intricate merry-go-round. There's a wind up like little lever inside of it, and as you kind of touch it, it's like a ting-ting, ting. Kind of like the cogs got a little bit loose. So there, it's a music box, and then you pick it up and you look at it inside there. This is a strange merry-go-round. Instead of a carousel of horses and fantastical, beautiful animals and the like, snarling, way too detailed dire wolves are chasing terrified children.
Strahd is just like, never seen this toy is like horrible. There's dire wolves are chasing children on it. Look, she's like shares it with Niramour and Esson.
As you look over at Nira, Nira, you have found what you thought was like a wooden platform with a number of dolls into it.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get a little bit closer, it is a miniature set of gallows, complete with trapdoors and nooses, and a hanged man with X's across his eyes. And Hassan, you found something very interesting. Something that you immediately go to. You find a ventriloquist dummy that looks a lot like Strahd von Zarovich.
I feel like we need to buy this for Dro.
Yeah, Dro would want it so
Dro would go crazy with it.
Hassan would literally be looking at it and he would actually stick a hand in and go to Petra, I want to suck your blood.
Strahd looks at him with like an angry look. Don't do that. But Strahd likes stuffed animals. She well, nobody really knows, but she has a stuffed animal in her backpack that she has.
Oh, we know about Drusilla.
Oh, you know about her teddy bear?
Yes, we know about Drusilla.
Oh, so yeah, she's kind of like, she's a little immature. She likes these kind of things, so she's just gonna keep looking around, looking for stuff.
Nira's looking to see if there are any other Nira dolls.
Perception check.
Ooh, can I look for Nira dolls too?
Yeah, perception check.
Yay.
9.
It comes and it goes.
That's true. Don't see any of Nira. You do find one of Irina Kalyana.
Ooh.
Oh.
Strahd grabs it. It's like, look, it's Irina. And she's just amused by it. I'm keeping this one.
You would then hear...
You have to purchase it.
I know, Esson. I'm going to be good, I promise.
You then hear a heavy set sounds of a heavy breathing. And cling, 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 cling. He goes, thud, 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 thud. Customers! And a and a man wearing like a jester's outfit inside of there with little tinkling bells, and a monkey with a tutu around inside of there comes around the corner. Ah, the customer, yes, man! Finally, inside of the welcome friends to the house of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy. And this guy's just staring at you with a big smile on his face.
Is that a monkey?
Yes, this is Bigelow.
That's exotic. There's no monkeys around here.
Yes. Hey, it's a long story. Inside there. Bigelow, say hello. It just fucking screams at you in a not monkey-like way.
Trotty like gets behind Nira and uses it as a human shield.
Looks at you and kind of shoves you away a little bit.
Hey!
You have already found some toys inside of there. Fantastic, fantastic. So, what are you looking to purchase? Said objects?
You have a doll of Irina. Do you know Irina? And she like holds it up.
That one is not for sale, sadly. May I see that?
No, I want it. I'll pay for it.
That's not how this works. Are you robbing me?
No, of course not.
Oh.
Fine. You won't sell it no matter what?
Someone already has bought it.
God,
it is good spoken for.
Yes.
She almost says Lord Strahd, but she stops at Lord and she kind of like looks around and who's buying it? She chuckles sheepishly.
I do. That is something I do not discuss with Digital and stuff there. But if you're looking to buy that carousel or that doll over there, instead the dummy, and something points over to a son, something I can help you with that. Yes.
I
am
like.
Very curious about the price of the dummy, but I believe my friend Niramour has questions.
Well, let me get to that verse. Their doll would be 9 silver pieces. Yes.
Hassan flips him the gold coin.
Catches it out of the air, immediately bites it. Fantastic! Alright, Nira, are you subtly casting Detect Thoughts?
Yep.
You're looking. Does he need a roll for this?
Not yet.
Okay, and Tetra, what are you doing?
Try's gonna ask him if he has any other dolls like this one.
I like that one? Like Irina?
Yeah.
Would you like me to make one?
She's thinking.
Would you like me to make a doll of you? Perhaps someone you fancy.
Ask him.
Yes.
Ask him how he knows her. What the hell?
Oh, how do you know Irina? Are you guys friends? We're kind of new here.
Oh, I knew of her. She stopped her for some time inside there, and many of the people know Koliana, but I was just paid to make it, that's all.
I see.
I'm trying to detect if the surface thoughts say who is buying it.
Roll me an insight check at advantage. Surface thoughts. But he did pay me an exuberant price. Strange man, though, is what you feel from him. It's up there. You get the feeling that someone paid an exuberant price for it. Strange man who did it.
Well,
Still hasn't picked it up yet. This is only Nira that's gotten it.
Yeah.
That hears that at this point. And he looks over at you. So there's but if you were looking for something else, I could definitely assist you with that.
Yeah, make a doll of me and make a doll of Drohun because she's just amused by that.
Okay. I do not know this Drohun out there. Do you want something? Would you like to describe him? And would you like me to measure you? Or are you looking for something exact so you could take it to a tailor or something similar to that? Or are you just want me to do it from memory?
You could I guess you could take my measurements. I don't know if it's gonna take too long, but she hands back Irina the Irina doll, and she's like, she'll describe Drohun and do it if it doesn't take long.
He immediately takes out a notebook and starts writing this down. Is that then?
So yeah, because she's gonna tease heavily.
2 gold for custom make, though.
I think Tetrati has gold from the party.
That you can afford that.
Yes.
Yes, easily.
2 each. So Dro and you. So that'd be 4 gold.
Yeah.
Excellent. We have some rich customers here. I love it. All right. Anything else that Blinsky the Magnificent can do for you?
Can I probe?
Okay, absolutely. He has a plus 11 to wisdom.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay, be like, what?
That's
like
indignation. He's a level 9 cleric.
Or she would want a dollar herself.
Damn right. Wisdom save 5.
Finally, customers. I only usually get the few random ones, and Izek coming from time to time. Maybe my business is about to kick off. Fantastic! Is what you're hearing inside of his mind, inside there.
Okay, because I was trying to see if I could figure out who... I'm still trying to probe to see if I can figure out who was actually...
So you were looking for something deeper inside there? Flash memory of that? Gotcha, absolutely.
Yeah.
They failed with a wisdom save of 5.
And
you... Oh, 1 second. You
sorry.
see a flash. Image of a tall, slightly scarred man. You see a flash of an image of fear from Gadolf when thinking about this. Tall, with a cane. And the fear comes from the fact that the man's face is entirely blank. Not as in like he's having trouble remembering it. I mean, it's just a mouth, and then and 2 sets of eyes, but no discerning features at all other than that. But a tall, well-dressed individual with an unsettling face that paid him 35 gold to have this done.
Wow.
And you're saying it's not that he... I don't sense that he's had his memory modified or anything. It's just maybe
you have no way of
you have no way of knowing. Okay.
But you don't. You don't think someone erased the face of this. That's what he looked like.
Yeah.
That's what he
okay.
looked like.
Oh. All right then.
Now this isn't like Slenderman, right? It's just the most generic, slightly uncanny valley, like face you can think of. It's hard to describe in all honesty. It's not just blank. There's still eyes and a nose, but it almost seems very almost smoothed and sanded down to just the most generic, least memorable face you could possibly imagine.
Okay. Yeah. Like the face that is the very best to blend in with a crowd.
Correct.
Okay.
On a tall, striking man.
With a cane?
With a cane.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did Strahd's butler have a cane?
You mean Rahadin?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Rahadin. No.
And
No, I'm trying to remember if we ran into a butler at
Rahadin is Strahd's butler.
Basically, yeah.
Yes, Rahadin is Strahd's butler, so no.
Tetradia will she'll be amused with the Drohun doll, but eventually she'll kind of glance over at Niramour and be like, you know what, Niramour, here, you can have it. And she gives her
It'll have to be. You'll have to pick it up once it's made.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very fast. You can come back later tonight and I'll be done. But yes.
So yeah, I guess. Sorry, I ruined the surprise, but yeah, I guess she'll get
Tetra,
to
do me a favor from now on and try to refrain from using my name so
Say what?
openly. Do me a favor from now on and try to refrain from using my name so openly.
Oh, sorry.
That's
This
fine.
was said in your head.
Yes, this was said in your head from message.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Yeah, exactly.
Not because she's a ditz, so you know.
Hassan,
Yep.
do me a favor. Go to the door. I don't know if it locks, but are you fine to stand there and make sure we're not interrupted?
Yep.
I won't hurt him, but I may ask him very
Yep.
pointed questions.
No
And I'll say the same to Tetra.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hassan just goes and just leans against the door.
Very good. Both
With
of you.
reading his mind, Nira, roll me an insight check at advantage. Maybe give you a little bit of insight on this man. 20. Is that there? This guy seems pretty happy. Legitimately happy, and that makes him kind of naive compared to most Barovians. Is that there? Looking around this place, if he's the one who makes these, he is a master craftsman. He's very good at what he does. Extremely good at what he does. And he seems happy. Even for a Barovian. Even compared to other people not Barovians, he seems happy. So do keep that in mind. So, is there anything else that I can do for you? No? Yes? Possibly. Remember, it's no fun, it's no Blinsky.
And I will now actually... So, sorry, go ahead.
I will say that I do find you must be a man of great courage to replicate the image of the one that most people here won't even speak the name of.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's made a Strahd puppet.
What are you talking about?
Most people won't talk about Strahd, won't even name Strahd.
What are you talking about?
Well, this puppet that I have purchased from you is the spitting image of Lord of Castle Ravenloft.
No, it's not. I just made that one day.
You just.
You were just inspired, were you?
Yeah.
Do you often receive such sparks of inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Would you like to see some of my other sparks of inspiration?
Yes.
He brings out a wooden rocking horse, which you recognize. One moment.
Is it Strahd's nightmare?
Yes.
Awesome.
Black
Awesome.
with red eyes and a red mane and red tail. Outstretches with the name tattooed
ever seen.
Tattooed along its side is Bacophilus. And on its ass it says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Ha!
Oh, that is sir, that is a piece of ultimate quality. I do hope that you continue to receive such divine inspiration.
It's amazing, isn't it? I spent some time on it. It's pretty cool. I thought it would be a little intense since it has like carnivore teeth, and he points to like the wooden teeth on it that looks like it's made. That looks like a tiger's mouth. So that's why no one buys it.
Oh my god!
You just need to run into a warrior outsider who decides to settle down and have kids. I bet they will buy that for them.
Really? Well, too bad that's not going to happen. Also, this is the horse.
Yeah.
We know the horse's name.
Yeah.
Bacophilus.
Bacophilus. Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to pick up the Strahd dummy and be like, oh, fancy.
I will post.
Oh, Sean is resisting the temptation to have the dummy ride it.
So, is there anything else that I could do for you? Yes.
Do I feel like his mind is muddled?
No.
Okay.
Tetrati will just, because he's like been one of the nicest people in Barovia, she's just gonna tell him like, you really look, you seem like a nice person, but you really shouldn't be making figures of Lord Strahd because he might get angry.
That's not a figure of Lord Strahd. What are you talking about? I've seen it's not like you have seen the man. Also, don't say the name Strahd inside of there. People, you will get stabbed for it. Oh shit, I just said it.
Yes.
Yeah. You're under company that it's okay to say it, and that one's...
Wait.
She's in head over heels.
Wait. I recognize you. Oh. Aren't you... Didn't you, like, arrive here, like a day, yesterday? Like, you're the new foreigners in town, right?
Let me tell you something.
Not yesterday. We've been to the town multiple times over the previous...
What did you want to tell me, Miss...
First of all, that rule, I am Lady Tetratia Aegis.
Lady Tetratia Aegis.
And first of all, that rule is stupid. Secondly, I have met Lord Strahd, so I do know what he looks like, and he looks exactly like that. And she points at the doll, and she's like has like an evil grin on her face.
Roll me a persuasion check.
So I suggest you don't do that. Oh, a persuasion. Sorry.
Persuasion. 18.
Much better at persuasion than perception.
He stops. He looks at the doll, looks back at you, looks back at the doll, looks back at you. That's Lord Strahd?
Oh, yes, it is.
It's close. It is close. It is a doll. It is a doll. It is awesome. But do not let this young one's desire to see others be as unhappy as she is affect you, good sir. You make wonderful toys, and do not be afraid of the sparks of inspiration you have.
Sometimes
they are wonderful.
I marvel at my genius. Yeah, but you should definitely take that. Otherwise, they're going to kill me, and so they don't want to be able to make toys, and then no one's going to be happy.
Oh yeah, no worries. This child is safe with me.
Yeah, we'll take it off your hands.
Isan will put it in his pack
Yes.
at this point. But
as long as you pay me, which you did, fantastic.
Yep.
oh! You're a foreigner, so you probably want something strange, right?
Interested.
Something very strange.
Sure.
He stops for a moment. No, I do not offer this to many of my customers, per se, because I could be burned alive for it. So just keep this between us, right? Right?
Okay.
I'll be back.
Tetratia looks at Son and Niramour.
And why were you trying to scare him so much?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought he should know, so that way, because I don't think Strahd's going to be happy. There's dolls of him.
Hassan, I might scare him far more than her by the end of this, depending.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might, but I know you have your reasons. I didn't understand hers.
She's a shit disturber.
You hear some rustling and sounds like clanging. Like, oh, shit! And then he stumbles back out of a back room.
Are you okay?
And he's carrying a cage. He's got large mittens on. And he comes up and he puts the cage on. And an incredibly detailed. You can see this is much more like a like a Rolex watch, all cogs, all perfect, beautiful craftsman put onto it. You can see that immediately, but it is marred by the theme. 2 sets of eyes and a jester's hat on. What looks to be like a mask pulled around it. A small baton and a small section of like wooden dead rats hangs from this toy's belts. Incredibly intricate joints. You can see the feet move and shift like there's a full working skeleton inside of it. And as he puts it on the table, its head lolls and matches eyes with you, Tetradia, and is staring at you.
Oh my god, it's alive.
Yes. My greatest feat of engineering.
How did you make it? Did you use magic?
No, it's just, I had a master, and he had certain things with it, and we spent some time making this, and something happened with it. It was supposed to be my first automaton. So the first one went crazy. This is Piddlewick the second.
What is it? Can it be like my minion?
Possibly.
Well, it's safe, right? It won't try to kill us or anything. I mean, it looks evil, so
it doesn't look evil. It looks cute, doesn't it? And he kind of jiggles it inside of there. You see its head turn fully around and stare at him. You see these big like leather mittens, and it's inside of a cage too.
Detect thoughts lets me also like detect any thinking creatures, even if I can't see them, within 30 feet. Do I detect anything from this thing?
The spell ends just as you're thinking that, but you do detect one thing. This thing has a mind, and is maybe smarter than some commoners.
Oh god.
But then the spell ends, because it only lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were looking to buy this beautiful little contraption, I would be willing to sell him for 90 gold.
Can it talk? Piddlewink the second, can you talk? As she looks down, kind of like bends over looking down at it.
I just want to make you happy, it says to you, voidly.
Do you want to be free, Piddlewink the second?
I want to be free.
Do you want to
Please free me.
Will you hurt me?
Alright, that's enough of that, right? So the first one we had to burn with fire. Because it tried to strangle me. This is why it's Piddlewick the second here, right? He's kind of an ass, but he's done some good things. He's not as near as bad as the first one.
Want him, guys. Tetradia looks at us.
You just want everything, though.
Can I have him, please?
Can I recast it?
Yeah, you guys use another subtle point, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I promise I'll take care of him.
The fat one, my father, you hear inside of it. It's mind, surface thoughts. I will find you in your sleep one day. That's what you get to read from its surface thoughts.
Can I probe?
Oh, I'll have it roll wisdom save.
Yeah, this is like a creature with a mind. It's not fair. You can't just keep him in a cage like this.
God damn,
it turns
dude!
To you. It turns to you. It just stares at you.
I stare back at it. My hood is still down, so I'm not revealing who I am yet.
Piddlewick, if I free you, will you promise not to hurt me? You can hurt your own. Yeah.
just want to make people happy.
But how do you make people happy, Piddlewink?
That's something I need to learn.
So what do you guys think? He could be like my son.
He's 4 feet tall, by the way.
Hassan, how tall are you?
Let me double checking that right now because I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty taller than I am. I am 90% positive that I am under 4 feet.
It's 4 feet tall. Team 2 keeps it in mind.
To Tetra, because I don't want to speak yet.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I'm 3'7", but
jeez,
my internet, my computer is being really
taller
slow
than you
on
potentially.
Here.
Tetra,
Talk to me in a message.
Tetra, it's
Yes?
dangerous. I'm trying to probe its mind, and it's resisted it. I don't know.
Let's see.
We'd have to be very cautious.
What? That is a rude thing to do. Miss hooded figure in the background.
Oh, she looks at Niramour. Can he read our minds or something, or use magic message?
I will now actually use Awakened Minds that Blinsky would hear me too. No, he just caught me. That's all.
Ooh, very interesting.
Is that Piddlewick saying that?
Yes.
Ah.
So can I? Oh, I don't know magic message. I don't think.
No.
No.
I believe. Oh no, you can't say that. That's if you use Awakened Mind on him, he does respond to you like that.
Yeah.
Even to me?
I don't believe he can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he can't.
Tetrati-
He can't. He talks openly, doesn't he?
Or can he?
Yeah,
Okay.
message is the one where the response is silent. Awakened mind is just how we all hear her.
Yeah, that's like me talking normally. Message is when I want to do it like
My
privately.
apologies. Yeah. So that is that he then he does not do that. I apologize.
Oh, he didn't say it. He didn't say out loud.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to me.
So is this Niramour telling Tetrati it's dangerous?
And everybody else.
Yes, it is. I mean, like I wouldn't give this to a child, because that would be possible murder on my end. So do keep that in mind and such as that. But if you are looking to get away from this and such as that, I'm fine with getting this little bugger away from me.
Tetrati is gonna look at him again and be like, I think you keeping this little guy in a cage, he's not gonna be happy with you.
Well, he's not alive, so I don't really know what's happening there. He's just difficult to work with.
He seems pretty alive. He can
It's
talk.
not like I made like a blood pact ritual to summon him inside of there. No, he just got up. It was horrifying.
So you say he's harmless, right? And she gives a sly grin.
No,
No.
I said the exact opposite of that. I said the first one tried to kill me.
Well, is this so? But you say this one's not dangerous, right? Or is he?
I did not say that.
He is dangerous.
This one's definitely interested. Tetradia, I understand his desire to be rid of it. I do not understand the purpose in us taking it with us.
See, he when he gets upset or Ed gets upset, he does bad things. That's the best things I can say about it.
You're braver. You're a braver person than me that sleep at night with a thing that could possibly hurt you in a house like this.
So why it's in the cage?
Well, I guess we're. I don't even know what to say.
I do not believe we will have need.
Yeah, sorry, Piddlewink.
Aw, shucks. Alright,
It sounds like nothing but trouble.
You're going to leave me with the fat man. Okay.
Sorry, Piddlewink. I wish we could take you with us.
Alright. Well, let me go put him away. And he does that. And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh, damn it.
Or do you have something specific?
Yeah, I was going to confront him about the dolls.
Would you like to do that? Everyone fine with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Piddlewick got in the way.
Piddlewick. Yeah, gotcha.
Piddlewick.
He
We got Piddlewick.
That's got to be the new word of distraction, Piddlewick.
Yeah.
He comes back and he's like, "Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Asan, to the door, if you please.
Oh,
I'm still leading there. I just never
Never left?
from over here.
Okay. I'll step up to him. I'm not taking the hood off yet. Hello, sir.
Hello?
You don't know who I am, do you? Of course not. My hood is up.
Oh, you got a big hood on you, so no.
Well, you've met me.
Inside of my mind, which is, I'm shitting myself right now. But
you'll see why in a moment. Don't worry. You've met me hundreds of times, I think. But now you're really meeting me, and I'll take the hood off. Hello. Recognize me?
See the color drain from his face. Oh, so you know about that then?
I do.
Right, you do? Okay. Well, this is awkward. I'm just the man who got paid to do it, nothing else.
Did you ever have any strokes of inspiration when it came to myself then?
No.
No. He just described me to you and you've kept making them.
Yeah, well, he made me I made hundreds. So he would just keep describing it.
And you just try it every time.
Yes.
Insight check. Do I really think he's just telling me everything?
Roll me an insight check.
That's what I'm looking to do.
17. This guy?
Pretty easy to read.
This guy... He's one of the least Barovians you ever met inside there. You honestly believe he just wants to make toys, and that he is not withholding any information from you.
Okay. I just wanted to meet someone who's replicated my countenance hundreds of times. Very interesting.
The scarring was very difficult.
Really? I would have thought
Yes.
that would have been easy.
Well, no, that was the most accurate part. He started with that to begin with.
He did.
Mhm.
That was the first thing he said, was that it's a woman with scars. Yes.
Mhm.
Did he always say it was like a woman of my age?
Well, he didn't come into power, really. And I did notice that you got a little bit older during that time inside there. That's all I know.
Sorry, you had cut out there. What did he say?
I've been doing it for about 5-6 years. And I noticed that you got a little bit older as time went by. It was strange. I didn't really question anything.
Like he said to make it look older every little while.
Yes, there were slight differences in his descriptions.
Okay. What was the youngest? If you had to take a guess, sir, how young was the youngest one? Like the first one you had him, that you made for him.
A teenager?
Teenager.
Older teenager?
And it's always looked exactly as I am right now. Except sometimes this mark on my cheek and she'll point to it, and sometimes without. Or
There were sometimes there was a few of them that did not have your scars.
the ones on my throat or the one on
Yes.
my cheek? No. Oh,
Yeah, yes,
very odd.
to both.
Very odd.
But he tried. We tried everything: overalls, dresses, military uniforms, everything. He mildly threatened to break my nose if I told anyone. So
That didn't surprise me.
In all aspects aside, that when I first met him, he had a really nasty reputation. I thought he would be like, "Oh, I'm going to break your knees and burn down the home while you're inside of it or something." But just break my nose. It was pretty polite of him.
Indeed. What were the clothes of the very first one? Do you recall?
Honestly? No.
No. It has been many times.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very interesting. How do you feel about meeting me? You ever met anyone else like this? Like, I guess you've seen other people that you've made toys of, so...
Yeah, we've made dolls of real people before. But not hundreds over years over time that was made into a secretive organization that I shouldn't speak to or anything like that. Yeah, it's a little bit strange right now. And I'm mildly worried that there's one person waiting at the door. There's another person here. You have dealt with, you were claiming to be with Strahd. I'm a little mildly, just frankly, very afraid.
Well, if you cooperate...
That's what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You think I'm cooperating? Yes?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, good.
Okay. Good.
We'll keep this between us, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm. I have 2 dolls, actually, that I wouldn't mind you making. Think you could do that for me?
You cut out the vein. I have 2 dolls, and then what?
That I want you to make for me. Would you be...
You have to pay for it, of course. But
That's
yes.
fine. I would like a doll made of myself, again, but one that's more of a child. No scar, all the white skin, the white hair, no mark on my cheek. You can put it in children's clothes, maybe with like a furry hood or something. Wouldn't mind that. I also would like one of Izek Strahd. An accurate one. Do you understand? Accurate.
Accurate. Clothes, everything. That's fine. I can do that.
I kind of flex my arm. Accurate. And this will stay between us. Yes?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes.
And if that wasn't enough, I would use my background. But that was pretty good. Okay. How much?
That sounded good.
2, same deal as before. 4 gold for 2.
Okay. So, Tetra, you were getting 1?
I was getting 2. I'm gonna get one of myself, and I'm gonna have to describe the Belkin dress to him because I don't want it to be these
you're gonna do
clothes,
that one.
It reminds me. And then also of Drohune. So.
Wait, you'd already paid for done those.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just assumed that she described the Belkin dress to him the best she could.
Absolutely.
So, 8 gold, and then we're gonna try and we're buying the dummy, right?
Yeah, he's already paid for that. The other 2 gold, so you owe him 4 gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
fine.
all.
Yeah, Tetra's paid for hers.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, that will be the end of the session.
Yes, thank you.